Hello, good evening, Mazi. Good evening from my, it's morning already from my end. Good morning, Mazi Solomon.
Oh, good morning from my end. Today, I'm lucky. Both of us we are on morning now. Yeah, one of your fan is saying to you here, are we not sleeping? Are we people not sleeping?
We can't sleep. There is no sleep. Mazi, by the way, there is a broom behind your back. Don't tell me that you have joined the APC.
This is not a broom. This is just a flower. It's a decoration.
Okay.
Yeah.
so you know that Biafrans are always they are always careful and they are always smart. So when they see that broom, they will say, instead of you to put Biafra flag, you are showing us APC symbol. So it's important we clear it so that they will know that you haven't joined the evil party. By the way, thank you very much. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mazipat, for bringing me into this very program at this moment. I bring greeting to all Biafran. Good morning from my end. It could also be good morning at your end, as it was in the side of Mazi Patrick. But whatever time zone you are, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Solomon Peter. I welcome all Biafrans and our audience. I welcome lovers of freedom, lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and haters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are welcome because we always find you in our midst. Thank you so much, Mazi Patrick, for bringing me into these very programs as we do justice to some issues that are rising. Thank you so much, Mazi Patrick.
Thank you very much, Mazi Solomon. Before we proceed, there is a clip I want us to start with, and that clip is just less than 1 minute clip, but it will help us to build our case on today's broadcast. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I'm forced to. So these are one of the things that when you see them happen, you get confused sometimes, Mazi. Now, even the cow have turned to military. The cow have turned itself to army.
Mazi Patrick, it's funny that we have to start with that clip this very morning. So, but our people, we must continue to show you what we mean when we said This is wrong. This is wrong. We must bring to the notice of the world. When we say that something is wrong, we must show to them how wrong and how bad whatever we condemn, how bad it is. So that's why we have to start with this clip. Could you see the member of communities? Could you see what the cow has done to the hazard, the danger that cow poses to communities, to the member of communities? Could you see the kind of accident that cow could cause when they are not in ranching? When they are not being kept in one place, can you see the kind of danger it poses? Can you see the kind of dangers it imposes to communities? So when we condemn it, we want the world to see. When the cow... This woman you are looking at here and the people involved in this accident may not have an opportunity to walk again, to provide for themselves or provide for their families.
That
These
is
people,
that is if they come out alive.
that if they come out alive, this is what the cow does in the community, the danger that it imposes in the community. Not about only eating the crops, destroying the farm, harboring terrorists, harboring with the cows, but it's also dangerous to the member of communities when they are not ranched, when they are not kept in a place. When they are not kept in a place, when there is no ranching, then this is the danger that cow can impose to community. This could be your mother, this could be your father, this could be your children, this could be your cousin, this could be your rulers. This could be the next person that will provide solutions to the world crisis. This could be the next scientist that will provide solutions to the world crisis. Now look at cow going after them, causing such a terrible dangers to the communities. So if we come and said open grazing is banned, we don't want Fulanis to be carrying cows around. So you know what we mean, and the world could watch us and know what we mean. So we are here to show you proof why they should not be carrying cows around our communities without putting them in ranch. So this is what happened. Thank you, Mazi Patrick.
Yes, Maz, it's not only cow. Now there is a clip I want to play that is showing also the threat that the Fulani herdsmen are constituting to the people. They put people under pressure, they put people under threat. This is a river bank in Asaba, where the Fulani herdsmen were offloading. Nobody knows whether they are weapons or whatever they have, offloading. They're even using flying boat to transport some of their equipment. And let's take a look at this clip.
Don't disappear inside this is by the bank of the River Niger. That small flying boat you are seeing there is being used by these herdsmen, and they are discharging some things by the bank of the Niger with some men. Discharging things that looks like arm. Unfortunately, my phone cannot pick the distance to zoom in on it, but this is the bank of River Niger, the Asaba section, opposite Grand Hotel. You can see the cattle there. From the jetty, you can see the cattle. You can see the flying boat. That flying boat has made 2 trips. You can see someone going towards the flying boat. Somebody is going towards the flying boat now. This is strange. Fulani herdsmen using flying boat on the Niger. You can see the person walking towards the flying boat. He has entered the flying boat. He picked some things. He's going back up, running up. This flying boat has discharged nothing less than 40 Fulani people on this bank of the River Niger. Their aim of arriving here is suspicious. One cannot tell what this is all about. I think the authorities should do something about this before it gets too late.
Yeah, so Mazi, welcome back to the program. Here we are, you see the preoccupation. People are worried, people are living in fear. This is not a recent event. It's an event that have taken place almost 2-3 years now. It goes a long way to show you how these people have been on the ground, planning, putting up their structures that we are fighting today.
Okay, now, in analyzing that very video, which has been for the past 3 years in the internet, somebody from the community trying to video the arrival of Fulanis in a certain communities at the bank of the River Niger. So now, people might watch that video and will not understand exactly what was happening at the moment when this person was capturing this video. Now, there is this fear in every community. There is this suspiciousness in every communities. Whenever they cited Fulani herdsmen, then the communities will, it will be like fear of alert for fear. Everybody is being afraid that they don't know what will be felt on them, showing that Fulanis, they are terror. Communities, all our communities understood Fulanis as terror to communities. So whenever they are coming, people are on fear. Communities are on fear. They are sleepless because they will not know what kind of evil that will be coming on them by the arrival of the Fulani. All the actions of the Fulani, because they harbor terrorisms, because they leashed terror to the people. So there is no peace wherever the presence of the Fulanis are being cited. Fulani herdsmen. The way the global world recognize them as the most dangerous terrorists. That is how all our communities, wherever Fulanis are being cited on, that families, that very particular village or communities will be in fear. The arrest will be taken away from them, which is very, very bad for human health, where you will be living in fear, in anxiety, in worry, then increases the disease and the sickness of high blood pressure, hypertension, making people not to live, making people not to be settled or relaxed in their communities. It shrink their social life, and they also destroy their economics activities, because they are living in fear. They are living like people defenseless because of the Fulani herdsmen. So from this video, we want you to understand what is happening to our communities at the sight of the presence of the Fulanis. Everyone will be living in fear. They won't be having good sleep that can contribute to their health status. They will be sleepless night. They will be worried. They will be anxious. There will be anxiety. And this is destroying the health of the people. Pardon me. So this is destroying the health of the communities. So at the sight of Fulani's herdsmen, you don't know what will be coming up on your village. You don't know what will be coming up on your communities. Can you see how these people have turned themselves into a terror to communities, turned themselves into a terror to the global world as the most dangerous, You see the person who is taking the video keep complaining. They are transporting things. It could be weapon. It could be AK-47. It could be weapons of mass destruction. And because this is what these people has always done to the community, to their host communities, to every communities they stepped in, they become terror, they become killers, they kill people in their farms, they rape the women, they destroy the children, they destroy the crops. So this has been the activities of the Fulani herdsmen. And the person who is recording that video is like, now they are being afraid over the arrival of the Fulanis at that very place. And it's pointed out to you, look at them, they are transporting this, they are transporting that, because that family and that very communities are no more in peace. They are no more having good sleep. They are no more having good rest. Their economic and the social life is being destroyed at the sight of the Fulanis. So for our communities and for our communities, our villages and towns to have peace and maintain good health, then Fulanis who are operating on open grazing must leave our land. They must leave, because the people are no more in peace. Their health are being threatened by the presence of the Fulanis, because their heart keep jumping up. The level of insecurities when they cited Fulani is very high. It's terrible. And we can't continue this way. Thank you.
Let's take this clip. Let's take this clip. Then we return, because we are going to talk briefly about the Kano and a Facebook battle. We're going to talk about it. But before then, I want us to play. This is a back king complaining bitterly. And we are going to look at what Mazen Kanu told the Yorubas concerning the activities of the Fulanis.
Our problem is that we want the implementation. These Fulanis, you can't even know their numbers. The issue of the cattle, we are talking about over 7,000, 8,000. So how do you have control over them? Then the police that have the primary duty of enforcing law, when last did they do the recruitment of police? Let us know. Short of manpower everywhere. Almost every division you go, you see, they will be telling you there's short of manpower. And that has to do with the government. It is the government that have the responsibility to bring in more hands to help the police. We are not removing the part that the police are trying. No, they are doing their best. But where you have a whole division and you are having 15, 16 policemen, what will they do? So already they have short of manpower. So the federal government should take it upon themselves and let them do more recruitment. Are you with me? So that we can have enough. Go and see how many police is for one civilian in the United States or UK. Are you with me? So we are having that issue here, and that is why to implement those MOU will become so difficult. And another thing I wanted to put in place, and I want the government to look at it from the angle that how can somebody be rearing cows with AK-47? Let us ask ourselves now. Even me as a traditional ruler, if I pick AK-47, I'm sure the next 48 hours I will be in court for unlawful possession of firearms. Even me as a traditional ruler. So who give the liberty to Fulani to be carrying AK-47?
Ask them all.
Are you with
Ask them again.
Robbery and the rest of this all over the places.
Ask them again. Who give them the liberty?
If I cannot carry AK-47 as a traditional ruler, and the Fulani who is rearing cow is carrying AK-47, are we in Nigeria? Or we are in another country? Let's ask ourselves. Even me as a first-class traditional ruler, I cannot carry gun. Police will come and charge me for lawful possession. And common cattle rearer is carrying AK-47.
Who give him the right?
Ourselves, do they have a different law Or is it the same law? Is it the same Nigerian constitution we are practicing in this country?
No, they must answer you. We are having a different law.
Thank you so much.
We are having a different law that is not made public.
Yeah,
They must answer.
So Maz, yes, we've seen this is an Oba complaining. And before we move further, I would like us to play this clip.
Okay, they call them the Funa movement. Our attention has been drawn to a degree getting to one Rotimi Akredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forests in Ondo State to quit. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where an illiterate political talk gave quick notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. Are you listening? Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity. And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation.
They never knew.
So maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land, if they go now, who have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest.
Oil and gas blinded their eyes. They are not seeing. They are not seeing the importance of their freedom.
Life and freedom. Freedom is very important, and I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today?
They are in the shallow grave. They are in their shallow graves.
You're saying we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. As long as you can't do that, more Panther. They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Hope Pusadema prove to us that you are stood. Give us land in Olu. Hope Pusadema give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a mystery. But see, they come down to the south. They tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you want Nigeria. That was why Obiose was talking about yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never, ever, ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people.
Common Indomie. The exchange of their freedom.
You must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you're from Urobo. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time borrow, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to, if you don't give it to us,
please, audience, share this program, allow this program to get to more people.
And foolishly you will
We are yet to upload more. The more reason why we are here, we are yet to upload.
Because there is a saying where we come from. Also, now, if you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand, appreciate, I would say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kano is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who is an emir in the north? The answer is no. The answer is not about you.
Total no.
If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we're saying. And today, almost everything we have said about the zoo has come to pass. Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass, hasn't it? Everything.
Confirm.
And some people are still questioning and arguing. They said, Fulani will resist by all means necessary, including armed resistance, any attempt to forcefully eject them from the forest. Yoruba, you must ask yourself this question. When we were pursuing them from a point, why didn't they say something about ESM on Namdekan? Why? Have you asked yourself that question? Because they know we are prepared to die to defend our land. They understand that very well. That is the only language the Fulani understand. You cannot say to Fulani, let us have a Fulani president. And after that, all will be well. Never, ever, ever. They will continue to expand. They will continue to identify idiots in your midst, traitors, saboteurs in your midst. They will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for. In order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba and the Lord. Yoruba, how did you lose a lorry? You lost a lorry because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. After what happened?
Local
As a
politics.
result of that miscalculation,
Destroying oneself.
the great Yoruba race lost a lorry to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in a lorry you have an emir of a lorry, not an Oba of a lorry, answerable to Sokoto. That is where Lai Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say it's not religion, it has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with the mentality of a conquered people. Now they have left the Lauren, having taken a Lauren and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over for you. No, never again will anybody rise a man of honor or integrity in Yoruba land. Never ever. It will only be their stooge. Look at what's happening in the East. Only Fulani stooges can now emerge in the East. It took them very many years, nearly 50 years, to accomplish the very simple task of making sure that everybody, be it Ohanese, be it Bandef, be it Governor, anybody you're bringing out must come to the north to swear allegiance to the caliphate. All of them. One. Is there any political godfather in the East? There is none. They all go to the north to go and swear allegiance to the Janjaweed.
Mazi, we'll continue with the clip, but
yes,
from what
I
you
want
heard
to.
so far, yes.
This thing now, wow. If not Mazin Nandekan, we would have all be like a flave everywhere, like a rolling stone that gathered none. If not like Mazin Nandekan, who is trying to put us through. Now, I want you to watch what happened in the Bible. When Jacob came to collect the blessings of Esau, he disguised himself. Now the voice became the voice of Jacob, but the body is the body of Esau. He make the father to feel the body, and the father touched the body and say, "Hey, this body is hairy like the body of Esau. Must be Esau." But the voice I'm hearing is the voice of Jacob. That is what is happening, and that is what Mazin Nandekan is warning here. the voice of Jacob and the body of Esau. Now, people never ask, the man you call an Igbo man, you call a man from Olu, from Nsukuato, from Mba Isemba, Nomba, Ibeitolu, and all that. The man you call from this place, an Igbo man, did you check out for the man inside that man you are looking at outside? That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is educating you. That most of those people you looked at, I say, he's a Emeka, he is this. The man, the body is the body of Esau, but the voice is the voice of Jacob. Because they can never bring any man that they did not transform. Any Igbo man that they did not remove the Igbo man in him and the plant Fulani man in him. They can never allow such person to be your governor. They can never allow such person to be your representative in any capacity. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is lecturing you. That is only the stooge of the Fulanis that becomes your governor. How dare you think that they can do anything for your interest? How dare you think that these people can represent your interest? That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is educating you. So you will know that it is an Igbo man in the outward looking, but they are the Fulanis in the inside. In the inside, before we come to this very program, I told the Mazi Pat, I said to Mazi Pat, we Biafrans understand the game that both the West governors and the Southeast governors, we also understood their game, that they thought that is enough to say we have banned open grazing. But that is not enough, because we are also following them up with those laws they will make under banning of open grazing. Because what they do, they will do like they wanted to respond to the interests of the people, but they will go inside, because they are the group of people who will make noise in the bush, and they will come outside and say, who is making noise? There is things Biafra must be careful about these people, because they are Igbo men in the flesh, but they are Fulanis in the inside. And if you are looking outward, you are seeing an Igbo man. But you see that video that was trending where the ESN went to force Fulanis out from their camp because they are terrorists, and the lady is complaining, you should make sure that one particular cow die very well, because the Fulanis enters cow. You will be looking at it that this is a cow, but it is a human being that has already entered the cow, and you will not know. The same way you see some of the Igbo men who are parading themselves as their leader, but the Fulanis has entered them. That is the oath of allegiance they goes to Sokoto to swear. That's why you see every one of them, they run to Sokoto, because the moment you go to Sokoto, they will possess you. You used to watch TB Joshua. If you never watch TB Joshua, go there watch. Where some demons where they inside person, they talk when no be the person, and the demons go there. The demons will be operating. Let me not take away that illustration of TB Joshua, because you might not believe me. But if you are a reader of Bible like me, you will also hear where Jesus Christ complained and said that they are wove in chiefed clothing. They are Fulanis. They are Yorubas. They are Yorubas. They are Igbos whose outside is Igbo, but inside, the person that is acting in cover of that Igbo man is Fulani man, the terrorist, the most dangerous terrorist in the globe. So we must understand, and that's why we will not leave this. We will not leave these governors. We must not leave them alone. We must mark them bomber to bomber. Remember Obiano? Obiano come to say that any man who kill any of the indigenous person will pay 500. Now, this is a very big crime, but they will make the law very easy for Fulanis. That this big crime that what to death, because in Nigerian law, murder case is dead case, is a case that warrant death, is a case that have punishment, capital punishment as death. But Obiano will come and make the law and tell you, I'm working in your prayer, because he is not an Igbo man inside. The body is the body of Esau, but the voice is the voice of Jacob. He wanted, even now, in their banding of open grazing, they will make the law to be easy for the Fulanis. They will tell you that if Fulani man destroy a farm that is worth of billion, they will pay 200 to find any Fulani man in open grazing in any farm. They will pay the fine of 200. A thing that is worthless than the crime. Things that are worthless than the crime. And that is what every Mazi Nadikan is complaining here. So you will know that you cannot rely on the governors, that they are your governors. They are people from your place. They are people from Aguleri. They are protecting the people of Aguleri. Before he become governor, he is from Aguleri. But after becoming a governor, he is just an Aguleri man in the physical, as you still look at him. But inside of him, it is Fulanis. Inside of him is Fulani. He is the governor of Yoruba land. He is governor in the Yoruba land. Yoruba man in the physical, but inside is Fulani man. That is what Mazi Nadikan is lecturing us here. So we will be aware of these people who are acting in the representative capacity. Because this man of the ruler in Yoruba, I keep making, who then permit the Fulanis who are herdsmen to be carrying AK-47, who then permit them with AK-47? Which law permit them to carry AK-47 for just following Nama? Who did they want to kill with the AK-47? Are they the military? Who is empowering them with that? It is your governor, who is a Yoruba man at look, but inside he is a Fulani man. That is the oath of allegiance. Any man who never go to Sokoto to get baptized as to remove who he is inside, and the plant Fulanis. Any man who never go to that extent, they can never allow you to be governor. They can never allow you to be a president general of Ohaneze Ndibo. I want people to understand what is happening here. That lady that night was saying, kill the cow, because most of them enter the cow. You need to know most of them enter your governor. They knows it. That's why your governor has to be there. That's why your governor has to be there, so that they will remove the Aguleri man which your governor is born into, and they will put Fulani man, and they will put the Fulani inside that Igbo man. So he will be walking. You will look at him. Hey, this is an Igbo man. But the Bible said that they are wolf in sheep clothing. They are Igbo man, but Fulani inside. So that is why they fight and they work hard to represent the interest of Fulanis. Fulanis will kill people, rape people, but their governors will come and defend them and say they are bandits. They are not Fulani herdsmen. Every Fulani herdsman is not a terrorist. Show us those who are terrorists. You cannot use your police to arrest them. You cannot use your army to arrest them. You cannot use your judiciary system to prosecute them. Then, who are those that are bad and who are those that are good? And you will see people who felt like their religion is the ultimate when it comes to human life. They will come to defend them.
There is one other point we need to raise here, and our sister said Virginia Ezeimo. True, many Igbo men have share in the cows. Wike has many cows with the fullers. Listen, there is one pastor they call Emmanuel Bosu, a Yoruba man, who gave analysis of the intention of the Fulanis. And they said that the Fulanis are going to encourage people from our region, especially prominent men, to invest in cattle rearing. Mazi, do you understand what I'm saying? That
Yes.
they are going to encourage a lot of prominent people in the South, in Igbo land, in Yoruba land, to invest in cattle rearing. Now, let's play this clip. Let's play this clip.
Let's give a further investigation. I found out that many army barracks or cantonment, because if you know the army barracks have large land for training, they went into this process of allowing for cattle rearing or cattle ranching in the barracks. Those cattle ranchings, for me, have become avenues from which the Fulanis who are genuine are being infiltrated by those who have the agenda to commit atrocities like we saw in Ogun State. So for one thing, the army needs to investigate that what is the ranches in the barracks being used for. Okay. Secondly, many of our soldiers, both from the south, from Hausa land, from Benue, invest in this cattle rearing. What they do, they go to Gongola, buy cattle, and then give to Fulanis. This is why you see at times soldiers take interest in defending the Fulanis. Many of them who are pursuing this business interest don't know that the thing is ultimately going to hurt their own people.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mazi, you see, it is a whole lot of intrigue, and these are the things we should be bringing forward for our people to understand.
Mazi, you know that I'm coming there.
Yes,
you know that I was coming there before now.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that a prominent man, even in my own area, an Anyoma man, a very well prominent man, who also have converted into Islam, have huge investment in cattle as well. I don't want to mention the name, but a lot of people might get a clue that he also have huge investment in cattle. So you find out that the Fulanis are using them, make them invest in the cattle and give them coverage as well. Mazi Solomon.
Mazi, it all boils down to what I am saying now. So what you should watch out for in your communities when it involves your community leader coming to speak with both of their mouth, what you should watch out with is this. The man you are facing, looking like person from your community, he look exactly like your Igwe. You must make sure you find out, is it the same Igwe you are looking that is inside that container? That container. That person that look like you are Igwe, somebody inside, is it the same? We must know. Now, I want to give you just something to think about, because kids, why kids watch cartoon a lot? They play a lot of cartoon for kids because they want to engage the brain of the kids. They want to develop the brain of the kid, their reasonings, their thinking abilities, their creative abilities. That's why they are playing those games for them. So as you are watching that games, your brain will be expanding. You'll be thinking of things. You'll be imagining things. So that's how your brain grow. Now, in the olden days, do you know why before they want you to be in the palace, to guide the palace or to be working in the palace, most people that are coming to work in the palace, they incarcerate them most times, most of those men. Do you know the reason? The reason is because they don't want to take any chances of somebody coming to work in the palace and they ended up sleeping with the wife of the king or the mediums. So therefore, Abraham, so that they will not mistakenly. So they prevent the risk of any of them happen to sleep with the wife of the king or the median in the palace or defile the palace. Now every governors and the even your president general, the president of the youth in the communities, people should watch out for those people when they remove, because they are removing the indigenous person in the people. They take it out. They will take it out. The indigenous person in your president general, they will take it out and they will put Fulanis inside. The indigenous person in the traditional ruler, they will take it out. People should watch out, so that when you are king, when you are president general in your community, when they start misbehaving, you know that you will understand that they need deliverance, that you need to go and find out their indigenous personality, where it is. Because at that time, when they start being protective over the most dangerous terrorists in the world, you will know that the indigenous person in that person has been removed and the Fulanis has been implanted. It's just like the surgeon. You will go, they will remove your dead kidney and they will implant a different one. These Fulanis are doing that job very well, very, very well. So you must watch out to this kind of thing. When it start happening, you see now, you see this man, Komeshiloku here. He closed the whole talk here. He said, this is the reason why your military are protecting and shielding the Fulani herdsmen. Even though they are terrorists, they join them in that terrorism because of their interest in that business. So because of their interest in that business, then Fulani is now living inside of them to protect the interest of the Fulani.
That is why Danjuma said that they colluded, that they collude, that they are not neutral in this crime, that the armed forces collude. Now this man here have said it. Let's take a look at this clip once again, please.
Let's give a further investigation. I found out that many army barracks or cantonment, because you know the army barracks have large land for training, they went into this process of allowing for cattle rearing or cattle ranching in the barracks. Those cattle ranchings, for me, have become avenues from which the Fulanis who are genuine are being infiltrated by those who have the agenda to commit atrocities like we saw in Ogun State. So for one thing, the army needs to investigate that what is the ranches in the barracks being used for. Okay. Secondly, many of our soldiers, both from the south, from Hausa land, from Benue, invest in this cattle rearing. What they do, they go to Gongola, buy cattle, and then give to Fulanis. This is why you see at times soldiers take interest in defending the Fulanis. Many of them who are pursuing this business interest don't know that the thing is ultimately going to hurt their own people.
Mazi, so you find out that even some of the AK-47 you see Fulani carry is also provided by the military, including the armory and all the, because for a Fulani who is carrying AK-47, automatically, if they are helping the military personnel to move this car from one place to another for security purpose, the military will enforce them with arms. So when you see Fulani herdsmen carrying AK, automatically they are carrying military weapons to protect the car for this military personnel that is in partnership with them.
Exactly. You know that one of the Oba of Olife, he came back from Sokoto and was telling his people that they have bond with the Fulanis. These are the most of the things that people should be putting consideration, that people should be putting into consideration. So most time, your Oba might still be the Oba, look like the Oba, but the inside is a Fulani man. Inside is the Satuana of Sokoto. You know that these people, they are diabolic. You can't, you know, they like when you said Boko Haram that Western education is bad, as they said. To some extent, says they are true, because one thing, the aspect of this Western education, the way that is dealing with our people, is when it comes to the aspect of ignorant of things that are real, they will play so much ignorant. They will tell you that is fetish things. I don't believe that. While the fetish things is keeping you on the ground, because education should be comprehensive. If you said you have education, your education should be comprehensive. You should not in any way have the Western education and they fail to have the educations about how things worked in your environment and things that are obtainable or real. You discover that so many of these people that say that they are educated, when they are facing some spiritual problems that needed a spiritual approach, they never consent to it. They will tell you, they will call it one name in English. This is what education analyze. So their education is partial, is not comprehensive. Because how could you be so educated in the Western educations, but the things that are happening under your nose, you are not educated about it? You are not educated on the level of diabolic, that the diabolicism of Fulani herdsmen. You are not educated to the level that a Fulani herdsman can disappear and enter cow. And if somebody is telling you now you discover that Western education has already blocked your mind from that very education, you cannot agree, you cannot accept, you will not even investigate. How can human being enter cow? How does it happen? But it's happening, and that is the means in which your village are being defeated, in which your community are being defeated, because in your Western education you fail to have the education.
Mazi, let's show them a human being, a cow in human nature. Mazi, does that cow look like a cow to you?
Explain this act here in this clip showed exactly how violent Fulanis can be. In this program, I have drawn your attention, because now small we they do I have drawn your attention to what happened in 2015 when Buhari, when Ariwa has made up their mind, when Fulani has made up their mind to come to power. See how violent they were. There were suicide bombing everywhere. Do you think that suicide bombing is not happening today because actually the army has done a lot of job, or police has done a lot, or they have already improved in their capacity to secure you? No. When you listen to that Oba from Yoruba, he complained to you that there is deficiency in human labor. In human what? Oh my God. Pardon me. I catch up. Now,
he said there is deficiency in police capacity because of lack of recruitment.
Because of lack of human power. Yeah, I want to talk about human power. They lack human power. Now, you are asking them to recruit more people, but the people they recruited already, who are few, they are not able to pay their salary full. They are paying them peanut. They are going with let me not even go there. Let me concentrate. Now, Fulanese, they are violent in nature. In 1966, now when they did the most bloodiest coup that happened in Nigeria, when they want to come to power, look at the way they kill the head of the state. They went and they make sure that whosoever that is at the side of the head of the state goes down with him. Whenever they wanted to take power, whenever they wanted something, they go with violence. But they in the side of the West Nigeria, they depends on the European education. They depend on the Western education. They don't have education about the land where they come from. They don't have the educations about what is obtainable in their land. Everything you bring to them, they will like to analyze it in the side of the foreign educations that they went to borrow. So now this cow shows you how violent, and that cow, it could be human being on it. No need. I will just say it like this because we don't have proof for now. But we are telling you that your governors you are looking at today, if you leave them and if you leave focus on these governors and you feel somebody is working for us, there is no somebody that come from your village that is working for you in that governor seat. Before that governor become a governor, he is from your place. He is an indigenous person of your place. But after he become governor, before that time he step into that seat, they remove the indigenous person in him and plant Fulanis. And they all there to defend the Fulanis interest.
Before we talk about Facebook war with Mazen, which is going to be our last point of discussion, I want to play this clip. And I want people to pay attention to this clip. Very important.
Allah ya lau ku shiga da ƙari Allah ba da sa'a. Allah ku Yawa, haka an gane da ko su dallati. La ilaha illallah. Ya ita Allah ta sai baba Buhari. Sai baba Buhari. Allah ba da sa'a. Allah sai yayi. Sai good luck. Say good luck. La ilaha illallah. Say good luck. Say good luck.
Mazi, these guys are really having fun.
Yes, Mazi, you are not hearing what they are saying there. Say Baba Buhari. They are praising Buhari for giving them the opportunity to kill your community. That's what they are speaking in Hausa there. Say Buhari. They are hailing Buhari, your president. They are hailing him. These militants, these Fulani terrorists, they are hailing Buhari why they are going to kill your village, where they are going to rape your daughter, where they are going to rape your mother. They are praising Buhari for giving them that opportunity. They are there saying, She Baba Buhari. That is only Baba Buhari. So for giving them that opportunity. You know that song that during the Biafran War, people say, Imela Ojuku Imela. The same thing is what they are singing there in a state, in a country that they say there is no war. But Fulanis are armed to teeth. And they are praising their Baba Buhari.
They are singing Imela Buhari Imela.
They are singing Imela Buhari Imela. For arming us to go and kill the community in Insukwato, for arming us to go and kill the community in Anambra State, in Imo State, in Abia State. And again,
Nimbo, the same people attack Nimbo community.
Nimbo, they are saying, She Baba Buhari. And you don't now you come to tell us that Buhari is not a terrorist. Look at the people here, his foot soldiers. They are marching, the Fulani terrorists marching and hailing Buhari. And you are coming to tell me he bring the chief of his army staff and the army and police are fighting these people. They are not. They are marching to your village. They are marching to wipe away a village. They are marching to wipe away community. And they are praising Buhari for shielding them, for giving them the opportunity to wipe your village. And you are telling me, when T.Y. Danjuma say, they collude, you must understand that he is an insider. If Abro is not a kind of thing that will be happening and somebody will come and be dropping saliva, say he's making broadcast in the human right radio. It's not. They are marching. And the people you say, consult Buhari, consult your governor. Their head, the Buhari, is the militants, the terrorists. They are saying, thank you, Buhari, for sending us to this mission. And the same Buhari is somebody who is putting slivers out of his mouth, is coming to tell us that we should go and consult Buhari, and Buhari will help to make law. When did he consult us to make the law that put this terrorist into march against your village, against your community? We must be careful. Now I was telling you that before your governor, Obiano, that is Obiano today, he is an Igbo man at look, but inside of him is a Fulani man. You cannot expect Obiano, the governor of Imo State today, to represent the interest of the indigenous people in Anambra State. Never. You see Wike come out and tell you to be sure of, because Wike and Ikwere man. I am here with Ikwere. I will come with some Ikwere people. Ikwere man, where be Igbo, come to say, I'm not an Igbo. Do you think he's lying? Because his body is Igbo, but the man that is acting inside, that ordered for the killing of Ndi Igbo, Igbo, are not an Igbo man. You think he's a joke when he said, I am not an Igbo? You think he's a joke? He's not a joke, because the person who is in him is Fulani. Like the Bible will say, Christ in us is the hope of glory. The Fulani in Wike is the killings of the Igbos. Is the killings of Igbos in Igbo. So when he said, I'm not an Igbo man, you shouldn't be looking at me, oh, but you are an Ikwere man. Even Dele Muhammad went to interview the chairman, the local government chairman of that community, and he asked him, which tribe are you from? He said, Niger Delta. Is Niger Delta a tribe? An Igbo man. But because he's Fulani inside of him, he's not an Igbo man. You are looking at him. This as in Igbo, a person near Igbo, near Igbo, near Igbo, near Igbo. But he's saying, I am not an Igbo man. You think he's a magic? You think it's just something that just come out of blue or by mistake?
The voice of Esau, Mazi.
This is the voice as the voice of Jacob, but the body is the body of Esau. They are the wolf in chief clothing. So that is why you should hold them tight. I don't know why people are sleeping. When Mazi Nandekani is talking, you think you need deliverance. You need God to clear this your eyes. You know, there's something that happened with Elisha with his people, his followers, his disciples. Everything that the king of Samaria, they plan against Judah, God will review it. Everything that the enemy of the Israelite plan, God will review it to Elisha. And these people, they are wondering, why is our plan spoiling all the time? And the one person among them said, is because there is a prophet in that land that gets information of whatever things we plan in secret. And they are now marching to take away, to arrest that prophet. The same way they do to Mazi Nandekano. Hey, Mazi, this guy is opening the eyes of people. They march to his house to take him out. The same way they march to take away Elijah. They take away Elisha. As they are marching, the disciples like Obidio Uchemo, for they start crying. We are going to kill, they are going to wipe out our people. The man just pray a simple prayer, just like Mazi Nandekano say, leave me and the Fulani. The same way they are panicking, peeing in their trouser, pooping in their trouser. The same way the disciples of Elisha was. And when Elisha cannot contend it, he said, God just opened their eyes. And when their eyes is open, they saw numerous numbers of military from heaven that is on their side. It is them, some of them say, hey, he that is in our side is greater than those that are against us. My brother, I tell you, you see the Fulanis that you are seeing today, they are inside your governor who look like person from your community, who answer the name of your community, the native name of your community. He look like people from your community, but the body is the body of Esau. The voice is the voice of Jacob. Fulani is living inside of them. If you wait for these governors to protect your interest till thy kingdom come, your village will be invaded. Your community will be invaded. Your women will be raped. Your fathers and your mothers will be killed in their farm. Never you wait for them. I give you an update. My name is Peter Solomon. Recall this very broadcast today. They come out for to ban open grazing. As they ban the open grazing, I am giving you information today that you must follow them up with the law that they were going to make under that banning of open grazing, because they banned it to make the law that will suit the Fulanis, that when you cut them, destroying the farm, that what million, killing your woman, you will speak like Obiano. that when they kill any member of your community, they will now pay 500, making the law that shield them when they commit crime to be very, very easy. To be very, very easy. Ha. Oh, my brothers, listen here. Here, like in this community where I live, in this country where I live, you have a driving license. Everybody that is here should bear me witness. They will bear me witness what is happening here. Do you see like a school zone where children pass here? There is speed limit. If you are caught speeding in those areas, if you are caught where elders, drunkards and you are speeding, you might be pardoned. But do you see the future of that country, the future of this country, which are the children that you are looking at today, the young people you are looking at today? If you speed above the speed limit in where they are passing on Job, you will lose your license. You will lose your license. But the governors, they will go and make law in where your life is involved. They will make a light law. That's what they are going to do. That's why I'm giving you updates. And that is why you should know that it's a Fulani man that is living in them. They have gone to Fulani. That is why you see wicked. Ogoni land is not clean. People in River State, they are still the water where they are passing, where they are shit, where they shit. Now the same water they carry, they drink. There's no water, no school. But business of people of Sokoto people get burnt. Then he rushed to Sokoto, and he used the same money for the people who has no drinking water.
Ogoni people have been suffering for years, no handout, no assistance. Their land is devastated. Wike did not go to Ogoni to give them any form of assistance, but he took 500 million to go and give to Sokoto because their shop burned.
Not his own money. The money for these people, for these suffering people, he took it to Sokoto to go and support people whose their business got burned. The time that Wike was there when Ochanja got burned, did Wike come to Anambra State to donate money for the people that petrol, even the houses of people died? Did Wike come there to donate money for those business people and said you should rebuild back your market? You should. Did Wike do it? So shows you the person in Wike is a Fulani, but Wike can still be looking like somebody from Ikwere, answering Ikwere local name, but inside of him is a Fulani man living. So they are there to protect the interests of the Fulanis. That's why why are you giving them space? These people does not warrant for them to give them a single space of your life. As to regard to what concerns you, as to regard to building your road, building your school, as to regard to building infrastructure, as to regard to making laws that protect your life from the hands of the Fulanis. Once they make that law easy, follow them. No give them rest in that. Oh my God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given them a lot of promise, because he is the only man who understands. Since I started to follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my brain has opened so much that education that I cannot get from this Western education, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has imparted me. I am a complete Igbo man. I'm a complete Biafran. Now, there is nothing that is missing my way. Before the governors, before they make step, I already understand their step. I call Mazi Pat and say, look at these people, look at them. People will now go to their bed because we have bunch of lazy men and lazy women. They are not thinking, they are not reasoning, nothing is walking around them. They are very lazy. They whether it is the spirit that Ushemofo conveyed that actually went and meet these people in the midst of battle, somebody will be sleeping in the studio. Somebody will be busy removing slivers from his mouth, say he's talking to people. I don't know how this get to our people, but it is too terrible. In Biafran land today, things will be happening and the people will go to bed. They are not reasoning. Now, governors, they have come to say we banned open grazing. All of them say, hey, IPOP win, oh, IPOP win. You never win. The battle just started. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us. Go more hard on them. Why are you giving them easy life? They are being paid very huge amount of money to occupy that office. They are not doing you favor. Why is people reasoning like the governor is sitting to do us favor? He come from to favor us, and they will be praising him to. The governor was not there to favor you. The governor is there to work for you. If he's not working for you, evict him. If he's not working for you, go hard on him. Why are you taking it easy? Hey, governor has speaking. IPOP has win. We have not win. That is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us. Mark them bomber to bomber. Don't give them chance. Don't give them chance to make law that will make it easy for these people to operate. The easy law. When they kill one person of your community, we cut them. They will pay 500. They will pay 500,000. So now Fulani has known what their life worth nothing, just 500. Kill many of them. We will bury some of them. We will hide some of them. You will just come and say you killed 2. You pay 1 million, and you will keep operating. You keep operating in open grazing. You keep operating in open grazing. It doesn't matter if they caught you. It's just a fine. It's just a fine. You just pay them that little fine. You don't know that David Umai is not that man that you thought he come from your village. It is a Fulani man that is inside of him. They have interest. Once they initiate you, they are all herdsmen. They are all Fulani herdsmen. You heard that man said it. They all got interest in that business of cow. So they are all herdsmen. So if you think you are chasing herdsmen, the same herdsmen, David Umai is the same herdsman. You have just given him the power and his legislators. Both the people in the House of Assembly, in the people, all the people in the representative capacity, they are all herdsmen. Or Hausa herdsmen is living inside of them. They all have business. They all have interest to the same business. They are all herdsmen because that is the business they do. They don't pay tax. They are all herdsmen. But I thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the most smartest. I'm following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of his smartness, not like I'm following him because whenever I listen to him, I hear smart person talk. Anytime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast, he will tell you the way it is with him and what he's going to do. But before he carries action, he always give you solution. Things you cannot reason or articulate by yourself, he always make you to articulate those things. Now, in his last broadcast, he make Nigerians and all these herdsmen in the governor, even though we are not confirm it, Umai confirm it, we are working with Mietiala, they are in my government, they are all herdsmen. Your governor in Anambra State is a herdsman. Your governor in Abia State is a herdsman. Ibazu, the Ozodimba in Imo State is a herdsman. The one Ifani is in the Anigu State is a herdsman. The one in Delta is a herdsman. Wike himself is a confirmation of herdsman. Wike is a herdsman in River State. Most of them are herdsmen. You see the one that are trying not to be a herdsman, the governor of, is that the governor of Cross River last time, that is crying and telling you guys that before he come to this very seat as an indigenous person, he has so much expectation that he wanted to accomplish. But when he come there, then the spirit of herdsman could not allow him. Because he was an indigenous person before, having too much interest of his people in heart. But once you get there, they will remove the indigenous person in you and plant herdsmen in you. All of them, they are herdsmen. That is why you should not give any of them rest. So before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell them, after telling them what he's going to do, what ESN is going to do, he also gives them a way of escape. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just the Bible that I have ever seen. God said that God will not allow such temptation that is bigger than you to come upon you, except he make it a way of escape. Before that temptation come, he will make a way of escape. Did you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu telling them how they can escape these dangers, the rot of ESN, how they can escape the rot of ESN, the action of ESN? He tell them to go into ranching business. What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He even give them the solution. He said, if you want water, the same way you pipe the oil to Sokoto and to all, even to Mali, or even to Niger country, the way you pipe it, pipe water. You have a mass land, do ranching, and they grow grass. Go also to is that South America or North America, wherever north or side they are, to Brazil. Say go to Brazil, they will give you free grass. You have presidential jet. Use your presidential jet, convey those grass, come and plant it, and the pipe water. Then make a very good ranching for your animals, for your cow. He showed them that very idea. Then he also showing idea to people who are in the south that are in the interest of this very cow. Instead of you selling your land, why can't you make your land a ranching, and you will rent it to the herdsmen, and you rent it to people who are coming to do the business of cow. They will come there and put their cow in the ranch, and they will be paying you money. It's not like you eat once, but you will be having access. If you're a community leader, why can't you open those land that you are selling sheep? Why can't you make ranching in those land? Then when these people come with their nama, they will stay in that ranching. They will be contributing to the economy of the community and to the economy of the state. Then the state could be able also to have a way to count the nama, and they knows how these people who sell this nama, how they will be paying tax to the state, and then they will be contributing to the economic value of the state or to the village. Because when you give them your village land and you make ranching there, you will rent them, they will be paying you. Before you know it, if see among the cow they come with, you already have 3-4 cows contributing to the economy of your community. Look at how wonderful and how smart this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, giving people opportunity to grow, to expand, to make money, and they add value to their economics activities. But these people, the only thing they will take there from that very broadcast is where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say stupid, nonsense, idiot. But that very thing that could add value to their life, they will ignore it. They will ignore something that will add value to their life, something that will make their life better. They will not touch it. They will find a way. They will find a way. Aisha, what is her name? The one that is tying head, that are sympathizing to Muslim. The only thing he will hear and see around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is when the cow is being killed. But all the educations that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are educating Nigerians, she never see it to echo it to them, to remind them of those educations and those ideas that Mazi is giving to them if they want to make progress, if they actually want to live a better life. She will not see it, but she will just see the video where the cows are being killed. But the lectures on how to better the life of the communities, how to better the life of the state, how to better the life of the environment that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bringing up, she's not coming to echo it. She's not coming to say, oh, people should listen to this thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said and implement it. That is how Nigerians are. That is how stupid they are.
Even when our women are being killed and raped, Aisha, who was an activist that went to cry for Chibok girls, never came down to the east to challenge the raping of women by Fulani herdsmen, killing of women in their farms by Fulani herdsmen. Mazi, I want to play this video. This protest happened in Uromi, in Edo State, where women say, we are tired of being raped. We can no longer endure. We are tired of enduring the rape and destruction of Fulani herdsmen.
Life in women coming out en masse to say no to Fulani herdsmen, no to rape, no to family brutalization.
So these are women in Edo State, in Uromi, coming out to protest that they are tired of being raped, they are tired of their farm being destroyed, they are tired of everything being taken away. When these people are being impoverished, the government didn't give them good road, they didn't provide electricity for them, they didn't provide water, no provision whatsoever. And here we are, Fulani herdsmen raping the people, in addition to the denial of all the amenities of life, Mazi. I mean, is it not crazy? Let's start winding down because I know that you have your engagement for the day, Mazi.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy, my brother. Then it has been a great sacrifice even for you to stay up to this time of the night. It has been a great sacrifice, Mazi part. So I must upload you for that. You are doing a great job, Mazi part. And I just wanted you to know that there is no, even when God come down here on earth and embodied himself in the man of Nazareth, people did not, all the people did not appreciate him. Even the people who conspired against him to bring him to death are the people, are his own people. So anything that we are doing for Biafran, never you think that the people who will hurt you more are the outsiders. It could be even the member of the Biafrans that you are fighting for. But I want you to know that when you are making sacrifice, the cost is counted on you, not on the people that you are making sacrifice to. So it's a wrong thing for anybody to come and say, I know how I suffer for you. You know, it's a wrong thing. Whenever you make sacrifice for people, the cost is on you. The cost can never be on people that you are making sacrifice to. That is why it's called sacrifice. Selfless service. Selfless service. Service without self. You can never at any point when you are serving people, you say, do you know how much things I have done to you? After all I have done to you, any person who say that is a selfish person. When you are making sacrifice, sacrifice means selfless service. Self can never come into it. You can never come up and say, I'm doing this to you, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing this for you. It is all called sacrifice. Thank you so much, Mazepat. Then something make me to make that very comment. But to go on with what you have just answered here, you discover that the evidence is all over the places. We are not lying. We are whiter than snow. We cannot come here to start putting an allegations on Fulanis and they start, calling Fulani's name without them doing something wrong or without them being part of the things that we are complaining. Fulani herdsmen are terrorists, and their father, we have seen through this that their father, the person who is harboring them, is General Buhari, who is your president today. He's the one harboring them. They are going to destroy their village.
We must take note that Buhari is dead. We must continue to remind our people that.
Mazi, I'm talking about his name. His name.
Yes.
They are ruling in his name. Okay, that is, they are ruling in his name. So Buhari, who you regard today as the person, your president, whosoever there that is representing him, is all up to their business. But you must know, these people, they are going for oppression, the terrorists, and they are hailing him. Hell Baba Buhari. So now shows you that the person, that's why they do things without fear or for consideration of anything, because the president is the one harboring the terrorists, and they will come to tell you they come to fight terrorists. It is lie. The only people in Nigeria today that are set and they are created to fight terrorism is ESN, the Eastern Security Network. They are the only people you can, both the army, the T.Y. Danjuma, who was the member of the army formation of Nigeria, has come to tell you that the army and the police, they collude. Because why? They collude because the man sitting in Aso Rock is sponsoring them. And you must know. And the Fulani are busy possessing your governors. He's still answering Okezi Bazu. But the person inside of him is called Shetima, is called Musa, is called Yaradua, is called Abdulaziz of Fulani tribe. That is the person in him. That is the person in them. You should be aware of this so that you should not give this governor space. Giving them space is giving the terrorists space.
Some of them are being possessed by Alhaji Damboroba.
Exactly. Giving them a space is as giving a space to the terrorists, Fulani terrorists, who came to rape, kill, damage. According to the book of John chapter 10 verses 10, the thief cometh not but to kill, to destroy, to steal, to lead to death. That's why thief come for. So they giving these people space and giving them space to be the one to make the law, and they will give you the law, you accept it. No, accept it, chacham. When they make the law easy for them, know that a Fulani in them has written the law, That is why most of them, they rise in early stage to be against ESN, because they know that ESN are coming after the terrorist herdsmen in them. That is why all of them, they are coming to make mouth. So don't mind them. Don't give them any space. If there be anything that will be worse than ESN, I'm begging on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to create it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are watching or you will watch later, if there will be any outfit that could equally be worse in operation than ESN, please help us to create it, because the Boko Haram is in the governors. The Fulani herdsmen has possessed the governors. They are no more the man from the Aguleri. They are not no more the man from their indigenous community. They look like Igbo man in the outside. The body is the body of Esau, but the voice is the voice of Jacob. The Fulani has possessed them. The Fulani is the one sitting inside of them, talking through them. They're signing bills through them. So they are being possessed by these Fulanis. That is why Wike should take 500 million to Sokoto, while the people of his state are still drinking the water that they pee and script inside. So these are very terrible. While the Ochanja market got burnt by tank explosion, Wike have never thought it that these are my brothers, I need to go and support them. He never thought it, but he just left how many state mile to go to Sokoto to donate money, while the people of River State are still suffering. While he's busy killing people in Obibo, he could go with money, the money of the state, the money that Wike did not own. He could go there to donate that money. That is terrible. That is a practical example of what I am telling you today. They will do everything to make sure that the interests of the Fulanis are protected. When Nigeria are still dying, when Nigerians are still dying in their millions, mass burial everywhere for Nigeria, what did Buhari did? They come up with the idea. Ruga, they come up with the idea of cattle colony. They come up with the idea of giving 100 billion to Fulanis. They come up with the idea of building a radio station for Fulanis. Do you see how? The same way their governors are doing. They are not seeing what these people are doing wrong, because it is the Fulani that is in them. They are also herdsmen. So our people must understand, if you are giving these governors, oh my God, if you are giving them space, you are gonna. You need to reason and think like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They need your trouble if you don't know, because they are not representing your interest. They need your trouble. They don't need your peaceful nature. Why are you giving them your peaceful nature? We are peaceful and loving people. You are dying. Your women are being raped, and your farm are being destroyed. You can't farm anymore. If you keep giving them your peaceful, loving nature, look now. I want to tell you, the Bible said that Jesus Christ is the Lamb of God. As a Lamb of God, he agreed. He's been arrested, take to the cross. They put nail on him. But when he returned as a lion of the tribe of Judah, the story is not the same. There is a peaceful nature of you. Everybody, like me, if you say me, I cannot even kill cockroach. But in the case of Fulanis, I am ready to give them that trouble side of my life, that trouble nature of my life, because nobody is manipulative of trouble. Anybody can go mad. Do you understand? If you keep giving people that peaceful aspect of your life, and you see that peaceful aspect of your life is not working with them, that is not making you go any headway, give them that trouble side of your life. The Bible even permitted you. Bible said, those that make mention of the Lord, give him no rest until he do justice. If Bible can permit you, if the God of the universe can ask you, even me, trouble me until I give justice. Trouble me. Those that make mention of the Lord, let them not keep quiet. Let them not rest until justice is being met. You must know that you must not give this your governor easy lie. Hey, Governor Kaigeso, time has gone beyond that. that you just come to sing the praises of people who did not represent you at any time, people who did not think of you. You come to sing of their praises. Time has gone beyond that. You must wake from your slumber. You must wake from your sleep. That is the education that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving to every one of us. Wake up! Stop giving them that peace part of your life. Use it to love your kids. Use it to love your wife. Give your wife that peaceful aspect of you, that loving aspect of you, that peaceful man aspect of you. Your wife is the one that deserves it. Your family is the one that deserves it. Fulani herdsmen does not deserve it. Your governors who are herdsmen, terrorists, does not deserve it. Your representatives in the Senate, in the House of Assembly, that keep quiet in the presence of this evil that is happening to our community. Our people are dying, insecurity is on high. They did not deserve that peaceful aspect of you. Stop giving it to them. Stop giving it to them. Wake up. Take advantage of the situation. If they don't want to move, move them. Thank you.
Mazi, El-Rufai of Kaduna have made a statement as regarding to what happened, the issue, activities of ESN. And the video came to me now, and I would like to broadcast. I don't know if you have the time for us to play this clip.
You can go on. I can still be with you in this studio in the next 34 minutes. Time.
Beautiful. Now, when we finish playing this clip, you will now understand how bold these people are when their foot soldiers are being pushed back. You see their reaction. I want to play a clip where El-Rufai have made a statement as regard to what happened in Isukwato between the Fulani herdsmen and the ESN.
The government of Kaduna State notes with great concern video clips circulating on social media platforms like WhatsApp, in which citizens of a particular ethnicity are being massacred and their properties destroyed in parts of Nigeria. This is coming amidst avoidable rhetoric, frenzied ethnic profiling, and unlawful eviction of citizens from their places.
He's even having laptop in front of him.
Many citizens of Kaduna State have reached out to me as their governor to confirm the authenticity of these video clips. Some allege that these incidents have the support of the leaders of the places where attacks have occurred. While I'm unable to confirm the authenticity of the video clips, their impact on the peaceful coexistence of our people is a source of concern. On behalf of the government of Kaduna State, I call on all Nigerians living in our state to respect law and order and the rights of all citizens to live in peace and security wherever they reside or work. I appeal to my colleagues governing other states in our country to make similar statements and disavow these attacks and massacres. We must avoid anarchy and vigorously promote the rule of law and the right of all citizens to life, liberty, and livelihoods wherever they choose to reside. Elected and appointed leaders across the country must act on their constitutional obligations to protect all citizens, uphold order, and contribute to a climate for peaceful resolution of all issues. In Kaduna State, we are learning from decades of unfortunate and needless experiences. We have faced the tragic manifestations of the indigenous settler divide. This has been compounded by criminal activities that often have fatal consequences. But the victims of criminal actions like banditry and kidnapping in our state cut across all ethnic and religious groups. We have resisted the attempt to tar all members of any ethnic group for the criminal actions of some of their members. At all times, our government has upheld the right of every citizen to live in peace and pursue legitimate livelihoods wherever they choose. This is why we ordered the arrest of persons who issued an unlawful eviction notice to our citizens of a certain ethnicity in 2017. The impunity and calculated disregard for a common humanity that prompted such irresponsible rhetoric is sadly at play again. The genuine fears felt by people across the country for their safety and security imposes a responsibility on all leaders to ensure that these anxieties are assuaged and urgent steps taken to relieve human misery, and stop the criminal actions that menace our citizens and their property. This should be the top priority. It is time for governments and leaders at all levels to step in, exercise firm action, engage people, and ensure that the responsibility these dire times demand are not derailed by those who only see opportunity for their own myopic agendas. We cannot allow, by inaction or otherwise, the reign of anarchy where fear creates a tragic momentum of violence, blurring the lines between victims and perpetrators and complicating a difficult moment. We urge our representatives in the National Assembly to expedite action on the constitutional amendments that will usher in state and community policing, as this is the ultimate panacea for effective law enforcement nationwide. We should not allow the criminal actions of insurgents and bandits to tear our country apart. We should not be seduced into the dangerous passion of blaming innocents, declaring them guilty of the crimes of others, evicting them, killing and destroying their property. In difficult times, we must uphold the right of everyone to live with security and safety. The frenzy of ethnic labeling makes solutions difficult and can only guarantee disorder, violence, and pain. Governments and security agencies must rein in all non-state actors, tackle hateful rhetoric, and protect all communities. Those that engage in criminal acts must be arrested and prosecuted without regard to their ethnic or religious persuasion. Civic leaders across ethnic and religious lines in all our communities should also help calm the heated passions of the moment, lest the few destroy the many, turning victims of crime against each other to the delight of those who do not mean our country well. We cannot quench one fire by setting more places ablaze. Let us reject the path of disorder, marginalize, expose, and prosecute all criminals and promote peace. Thank you, and God bless Kaduna State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
God will not bless Nigeria. God will not bless the Now, Mazi, now that the full-footed language have been spoken by ESN, the Fulanis are beginning to understand the language.
Yeah. Now, it concerns them. They are now seeking for that peaceful side of your life. That peaceful side of your life. Of which language we have been in agitation for a very long time, carrying stick. As we carry stick, they agitate in the street. We said, what law did we break? Agitating in the street. That make El-Rufai collude with the army and the police to be killing IPOP members, killing Biafrans. And in killing them illegally, still, El-Rufai has not come to drop statement that all killers need to be punished and executed and that and that. Now, I said it in this program that when it happened to the north, you will know that Nigeria has law. But when it's happening to the south, there will be no law. Nigeria is lawless country. It's only when it happened in the south, they will start quoting. Look at this. Oh my God, I'm not in the business of insulting people because they are created by God. But I should say, but look at this guy, El-Rufai, coming here to make a statement because Fulanis are involved. Fulanis' lives are involved. But he was there even when the global index rated them as the most dangerous. What did he come to do? Did he call any governor? Did he call any state?
What you see now is the oligarchs in the north are now defending their foot soldiers because they understand that there is a pushback. Now they are trying to use the term of peace and all that to see, because they now understand that the people are fed up. We never saw El-Rufai call his fellow Fulani herdsmen to order all these years. We never heard El-Rufai coming out and say, why are you raping people in Igbo land? Why are you destroying people's farm? We never saw El-Rufai come out to condemn those people, that the Fulani herdsmen that are killing people, kidnapping people, using their cattle to run down people's farms and way of life. But just same goal action from ESN everywhere is shaking. That is why I said that. That is why I said that ESN has spoken in full bear, the full language.
Yes, that's the language they understand. And thank God for the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our able leader. Thank you so much. You are such a smart man. You understand what is going on. You have a comprehensive education. You are not just being educated like so many people. They come to his program to listen to grammar and how eloquent he is. But that is not what I'm coming to his program to be educated, to have comprehensive education, because that is what people lack. The people thought that God made mistake, because everything you see about government and everything, if you want to understand what is happening to anyone, go back to nature. How doctors detect sickness, disease is when they have been able to analyze nature, then they will find out what is going wrong that is not according to nature. Then they will begin to ratify it. Now, I wanted us to know that for you to be educated, to have Western education is not enough for you to call yourself an educated man. A Western education, what it does is that he imparts you, is just like an artificial egg. When you have an artificial egg, then, or when you have something that is artificial, that is what the Western education does. They makes you to know how to speak grammars, to know how to use some formulas and all that on solving a problem that actually they created. So they want you, they educate you on how to solve the problem they created. You see them, they created coronavirus. Today they are making very huge amount of money through it, and you are the person at the receiving end because you are the mumu. They will just go inside. It's just like computer. I give people example with computer. The same people that manufactured the software, they will manufacture the virus because they want the virus to attack the software so that you keep on buying the software. And people don't know. They will create a problem. They will take you to institution and they will tell you they want you to pay money, study the problem, and pay money also to study the solution that they have provided for the problem. So it is something artificial. But what is real is that we need to be educated. That's why so many of our people, our common sense is destroyed by the reason of our Western education. We don't have common sense anymore. We don't have common sense anymore. Now look at it. When it concerns the Fulanis, they will come out with full force. They will remember, they will remind you the law, the constitution, and all that, and all that. But when it concerns other people, Benue people have been dying in mass. Where is El-Rufai? Even their president stays days on silent without making comment while the people he's governing is dying. People have been dying everywhere. There's no statement from El-Rufai. But look at this, the Nama. So because I believe that night that ESN allowed the Nama that El-Rufai enter inside to escape. That's why he has the opportunity to come and make statement. So once you get the Nama, make sure the Namas you clear, because some of them enter the Nama.
Now we can see how the interests of the Fulanis are being protected, because like you said, all through the activities of herdsmen in Benue, killing in Nimbo, we never saw El-Rufai coming out to condemn those activities. There is a video a clip I want to play before we round up, before we move to the activities of Facebook against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's take this clip.
Okay, بس على ما شيء أنا وتقدر دون ماشي أجوكتو أي مرة بعد فرق أي نوسوير الدون waxay dawladdu marqaatikeeda goobjoogkeed ayadoo yaqbiru in joogto in xabad nooga soo dhacday wartii geedganay niman joogo meesha difaaca ku oo baladkooda difaacana xabad ugu soo dhacday marqaatay ka iyadina dawladda waxaan ku codsanayna inay naga leexato ammaanka ay nooga dadaasho annaga iska qabanayna cadawgaas cidna noo kaalmay garabna siina ma dhehayna waxaa ku filan beesha gaal jeclaa ku filan shan caleemood هوية حتى مكالمة يسنيس أفكر مركي كلا قاعد هاي لا كوفر قلب نسوجار كوفر قلب ثاني وال أنا وهوية كتر سنة باش قاعد لدانا هوية نمو عنينا أنا قاعد أصدق في الحنيان لنا دولة عن قصرنا كلي أنا إننا بتجلس أمانة سياسة annagaa meesha joogan ugu maanin annagaa iska dhicinayn cidna uga aabiyeelimayn uguna xishoomayna deegaankan iyo waddankan annagaan u dhiman jirna ilaa iyo warmaxan ka sokow intaan baan anaga aan u dhiman jirno deganaan jirno difaacayna ahaan jiri intina hadda cid uga aabiyeelimayno annagaa ka dhacsanayna maay annagaa soo dejina meeshaan caanaha ulis jirin jareeray aan jirti eeligii saan u soo dejinaa saan nooga hadda maanta waxa waa marka
Mazi, giwana no fufude. Kedi hana ba. Giwana no fufude. You are here fufude. What are they saying?
Mazi, I've never told you that I hear Funfude. I only hear Hausa and some Hausa language and not Funfude. Actually, I have a brother that speaks Funfude. If I know we are coming to this point, I would have also invited him here to tell us exactly. But here, I believe they are just here because I'm waiting for them to speak other Hausa language. They keep speaking the Funfude. So here, I believe these are the Fulani terrorists getting ready to invent a village.
Are they giving condition?
See what is being regarded here as the little I hear is that their enemies are regarded as arana. They are the people that are regarded as infidel and they deserve to die. That is how the Fulani reasons. I know them. That's how they reason. They reason that what you deserve, as long as you are not a Fulani person, what you deserve is death. That is how they reason. You deserve death. If anybody should die, it should be you that will die for their quest, for them to prevail over their agenda. So that is just the way they reason. So now, when El-Rufai, who is hearing Fufude, are getting all this notice, he didn't come to make statement. And that is what I'm saying here. We should recall back when we went to Western education. The only thing bad that he did to us is that he destroyed our common senses. He take away the ability to have study, to have knowledge of the nature around us. So therefore, they told us their stories, the problem they created, and they solve it, because that is how to do business. If you create one problem today, look at, they say Chinese, this, because Chinese understand their game. That is why they are in war with Chinese. They understand their game. Create a problem and they create solution. You are a big man. You are floating. Your economy will be the best. Just find a way to smuggle it into the world activities and that. You are done. Get yourself ready to provide solution. And once you provide the solution, money, dollar, pounds, they will be floating into your country. Your economy, no, they shake. So now we ourselves, we get these educations, but we are not able to understand nature around us. And that is why when somebody comes to tell us truth, on which we're supposed to reason with a common sense, we will be speaking grammar. What happened? We want to analyze it in the way they told us the story of the problem they created and provide solution. And then we'll be missing out. We want to speak grammar and cover it. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has called us back to pick up our common senses. Pick up your common senses. As long as Fulanis are part of this country, there is no way you will know peace. There is no way you will see development. It doesn't matter the grammar you are speaking. Your grammar does not modify or change anything about their quest. About their quest. This is what they are naturally made up of. This is what they are naturally made up of. That's it. That is nature. You eat with your mouth. That is what the mouth is naturally created. You breathe with your nose. You see with your eyes. You cannot change. There are things you cannot change about nature. This is how naturally Fulanis. You see animals. You have the animals that eat blood. You have the animals that eat vegetables. You have the animal that eat grass. That is how can you change the animal that is eating blood to start eating grass? How can they survive? How can they survive? How can you change the animal that eats fresh meat, that is blood is coming out of, how can you change it to start eating a dead meat? That is the day you kill that animal. Our people should understand this thing that is natural, that education, there's no amount of education that will change it. What education we do is just to control, camouflage. That's why the English people call it pretense. The Western education can only make you to pretend to people over your character, over your true personality. But the real thing remains that who you are is who you are. Once the opportunity comes, whether in the closes, once person is not there, you will grab one animal because you eat the one that is fresh. You will grab one animal, tear it. Before you know it, somebody is lost in your village. Before you know it, somebody is raped in your village. Before you know it, somebody is being kidnapped in your village. Because these are the natural life of the Fulanis. Conquest. This is how they are created nature. And we should be able to have study of this nature with common sense, that there is no amount of year that you will live with Fulanis that will change this their common nature. Even if you put them into education, you send them to the Western school, they can only pretend for a while. But once it comes to the agenda, they will prove who they are. They will prove who they are. Do you understand? The only way to find who is a woman and who is a man is even when a man dress like a woman, put lips like a woman, just send one fine woman. Let that woman rub his hand around here. Something with Jacob. Something with Jacob to prove to you that this is a man dressed in a woman cloth. Just bring one fine woman. Make it just sash him. Rub him hand around the center of equation. You will see.
Mazi, the videos keep flowing in. Sorry to interrupt you. I want us to take a look because when Erufai come to plead for peace, things have happened, and we never saw Erufai coming to caution his Fulani people. Let's take a look at the Fulani destruction of people's way of life and people's investment.
Galalan TV men no mana haba saje. Tuchima. Al kono mana alu na kono. Iya. Koko fuwa hurte ko. Dole masko
Mazi, these are yam. These are people's yam in Benue, in Benue, in the Middle Belt.
When this thing happened, Erufai did not come to make statement. You know what they are saying there? They are speaking Hausa here. Now, the Hausa that they are speaking here, the Hausa they are speaking here is that this is their yam. Cut it pieces. Let their animal, their cow, eat and benefit. That anywhere their yam is, let destroy it. Let yanka it. Let destroy all their yam. Let destroy. And these are the food produce. Mazi, you can stop the video now. I believe people has already seen what is happening here. These are the labor of the farmers for the year with his wife. Some of these TV people, they marry 5 wives to be able to get to this point. Some of them are bent under hard labor. Some of them, you cannot shake them with your hand because their hand is like sandpaper. They have destroyed their hands and some part of their body in order to cultivate these crops. And after harvesting them, look at Fulani with his channel, the herdsmen, saying destroy all the crops. And you know what Fulani, we in Igbo land, when we harvest our yam, then we take it home and put it in a barn and hang it. But TV people, when they finish their yam, they will keep it in the farm where they harvest it and cover it with grasses, waiting for store it there and waiting for when they will come and take it to sell. So now those crops that this treasure, these people's these people salary, like the Erufai is receiving his salary as a governor, these people's food to send their children to school, these people's things that they have to use to contribute to the community is what the herdsmen are destroying here. And they are saying, let the cow eat it. So, and you tell me that the cow that eat this yam did not deserve death? You tell me that there's somebody who actually is cutting this yam, that another man, I say, when you see TV man in Danisha, when he shake you, sometimes when he shake you, you will shake your hand if maybe his hand cut your hand. Where they are trying to labor hard to provide food for the nation. That how many of you is eating cow, is eating meat in a day, but you eat yam every day. You eat those crops from the farm every day. But a Fulani man is destroying it. Erufai turned his eyes like he never see this video. He never see it. He only see the video where the cow that eat the yam is being killed. And where the people who take the cow to eat other people's crops in the farm are being chased away, then it becomes a concern for Erufai. He must be very mad. He must be very mad. Something is gone wrong. And our people need to understand. You need to know who Fulanis are. They are naturally, and you need to take your common sense. There are some families that have dangerous temperament. They know them by killing people. There is some family that are very deep in bitterness. There is some families that are very angry people. They act before they reason. That is why when somebody wants to marry a wife, they will ask you to go and check what stuff the family is made up of. There is family that are known by madness. There is so many families that are known by different things. You must know that Fulanis are blood-sucking demons. They drive joy by conquering you. They derive joy. The only thing that
they derive joy in the pain of others. Even when you see the way they are enjoying the destruction of those, you know, for them it gives them pleasure to see the sweat of others go in vain. It gives them pleasure to see people go through pain. For them, your pain is their pleasure. And there are people like that in this world.
One of our brothers says that saying that Fulanis are demons is like I am upgrading them, that they are worse than anything that can be compared to be evil. They are worse than evil. They drive joy from seeing people's tears, people crying. That's why Buhari is here. You see Amechi, your transportation minister, when he was complaining in that audio that leak, he said the 2 years of Buhari, everybody is crying. Your cry doesn't touch his heart. They are heartless. People who come down.
Not that your cry doesn't touch his heart. Your cry gives him joy. The pains of Nigerians, the measure of his leadership depends on the amount of pain he put on you. And you can see it. You can see it on the street.
Exactly. They derive joy from your pain, from your crying. When Erufai was watching this video, he was relaxing with his beer. Now he touches them. He comes with computer. He want to Google the law to you. He want to show you where is written in the law section, what is written. Mumu. So our people must be educated with this common educations, which common sense education, which Western education. Add it. Ndị be anyị na-akpụ ya akọ na uche, inwe akọ nwe uche, enwe n'uche without akọ, enwe na akọ without uche. Common sense. Your education must be comprehensive. You don't go there, come here blowing grammar. I know how to put terms. I know how to speak grammar. I will use grammar, scatter them. Do you know there was even a time in our community when somebody is speaking grammar, every one of us will be folding hand. Even when that person is making a blatant error in speaking grammar, we will be hailing that person. That guy. Oh, his grammar. Look at This is what they reduce our people into these days. When somebody come to say this man is making sense, where is his common sense? He's not reasoning with his common sense. He's telling us the problem that is being taught in the university or Western education, or the problem they create and how they solve it. And then they're using it to make them want you to sit down, listen to the problem they created, and want you also to listen to the solution, because that is how they make their money. So we have to be very careful. We have to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more. He wants us to. There is two parts of you. There is trouble side of you, and there is peaceful side of you. The peaceful side of you, you see Lion, he cohabitates with his family, with the peaceful side of him. But when it comes to what it will eat, he goes out for it with the angry nature of him. So that is how life. You cannot address the issue of the Fulanis by using your peaceful side approach. The speech will be coming out of their mouth. We want Biafran to come together. We want Biafran to come together. What means, what possibility, what format do you have to bring people that are desperate, people that are being pushed to the wall, people that are being decimated, people that are being pushed to the survival of the fittest? How can you bring them forever? Even meet an Igbo man on the road committing crime just for the survival of the fittest. When you want to talk to him, he said, move your way, get out of my way. How can you bring that person? Which resources do you have? Who can you feed? Who can you be able to address his own problem? Because you don't have the resources. What is making you angry is not what is making me angry. When you come here, you discover that your country did not provide you a free education that could have made you to be more position, that could have made you to have more opportunities. What is making you angry is not what is making this person angry. Address the issue that can be able to address the problem of everybody. You are calling me, you said under IPOP. They are stupid. That one is not called unit. Tell me what it is called in English. If people were able to unite under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or all over the world, what is that called in English? Open your dictionary and tell me the name of that kind of unity that you are preaching. Or Biafra, waiting they make you angry now, waiting they make me angry. How can you? What resources do you have? You are not a government. You cannot equally make budget for the people. You cannot address the need of the people, and you tell me you want to bring them together. The only thing you need to do is whatever you know that will be a solution to be able to, the solution you can grab to address the entire problem of the people. That is what you should be fighting for. And what it is Biafra. Biafra is only Biafra that will bring us together, because government will build road, they will attend to everybody's need, and they will create a whole opportunity for everyone. Then the angers will go, agitation will go, and the people will begin to pursue their dreams and pursue their lifestyle. Because your lifestyle, some people, drinking beer is their problem. But throughout my lifetime, I have not tested beer. But some people, the beer is their problem. There is things that are problem for this person that is not the problem of the person. But for the fact that the nation they belong to, we are not able to create equal opportunities. Like here, there is places where you cannot sit to drink. You cannot even drink in open place. But they make sure that the people who love to drink, they create an environment. You are coming to say, can you make it possible under that you are access to? You are coming to talk anti-war just because you felt like people might like to hear this. I am not coming to broadcast here because I felt people will like to hear this. I am just coming here to be able to use my common sense to communicate to our need it. We need it. We need it. You must be very careful this very time. The battle just began. Some of you who are even the IPOP, who has not got the education from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I see you clapping. Hey, they have now upheld with the they only calculated how they can win the battle. The Fulani only calculated how they are the one who call the governors, because it is the herdsmen that are in the governor. So go in haste. and do what Nnamdi Kanu said. But Nnamdi Kanu cannot make law because you are the governor. You will make your executive to make an easy law for the Fulanis. But we know their trick. We know they are gangsters. We know it. We have already know it. That's why I'm calling you that is in the give no rest to your governor. Give no rest to your representative. They are the real herdsmen. They are the true herdsmen. Don't leave the security of your life in their hand. ESN is there to fight in your position. Support them morally. Any kind of support that ESN need, give it to them. When you think of these governors, they are there for, they can never be there for your interest. The Fulani has none of your interest in heart. There is no state or any city that Fulani has ever built. They have never built any city. They have never built any economy. They have never built any country. There's no country in the world where a Fulani man is the head of the states, and you're telling me that country is making progress because they don't know how to. They don't know how to develop. They don't know how to develop people.
Their duty is to destroy. And when you look at the way they have run the zoo down, and look at the way they are destroying people's crops, they are destroying people's economy. Because the yam we see that is being destroyed is somebody's economy that would have contributed to the economy of the entire system, given family food, provide, been able to. This is a cash crop that would have also provided source of finance to train people in the university, to train people in school and all that. You know what it means to go through this process of cultivating, planting, waiting for the time of maturity. My father, we used to grow yam when I was little, and I understand the process of growing yam, and I can imagine the pain of even digging the yam out from the ground. Mazi, it is terrible. Now we want to talk about the Facebook restriction of the leader of IPOB, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's account. The allegation is that his activities, that he failed to meet the standard with the post. And Mazi, can you please unmute yourself, please? That our leader failed to meet the standard of Facebook by post that he make and things like that. Mazi, do you think it's because of the post of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that made them restrict his account, or the Facebook is feeling Facebook is doing the job of trying to stifle the voice of dissent?
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Pat, I will just talk briefly on that. I said so many things happens even when you are contending with Fulanis or contending or in a battlefield. Sometimes a soldier can receive a bullet. Sometimes unexpected can happen, but that does not mean that you have lost the argument or you have lost the battle. The battle continue. Like so many people will say that we will expect more intensive things to happen within this very period that you are combating with the most dangerous. There is the reason why the global world tag them the most dangerous, because they have this different way of operation, executive way of operations, legislative way of operations. They also have judiciary way of operation. Fulani herdsmen also have militia ways of operations. That makes them complex, and that's what makes them dangerous. So they have so many ways of operations, you should know, that contributed to them being dangerous. Now, where they cannot touch and what they cannot do by their militants, by their herdsmen in the bush, they will go for it with their executives. They have the executive, they have the judiciary, they have the legislators. So all these are herdsmen. They also have their governors, and some of the governors they are possessed in the southeast and also in the south. So you must know about these things. that they must, in their engagement, they can fight all round. We must get ready. That is why if you're a Biafran, you must have that kind of strong mind, strong decision to this, because they themselves, they will make you to feel panic, so that you can run away and leave the place for them. We have seen God fought the battle that way. When the two lepers were approaching the camp of the enemy, God make noise, stay fear in them, and they left their house and flee. So Fulanis will come with every possible means to make you feel threatened, feel fear, make you feel like you are losing the war, make you feel like you can't win the argument and all that, so that you can flee. That is part of what is happening with the Facebook. We must know that they are in touch with everyone. They are in touch with everyone. They have their lobbies. Even if they don't speak with the owner of the Facebook direct, the Facebook man is a businessman. It is the game of the highest bidder. And if we did not consult or call them and pay them more than Nigeria, they might likely want to take side with Nigeria, because it's the game of the highest bidder. But we must make up our mind that nothing could make us to run away. Nothing will make us to panic. So it happens. They delete the account of our leader, or they restrict it from the public. But whatever way, whether they are being paid by the government or not, they are not being paid by government, just because of their health about us, or even if it can be what they complain about for a post that violated their community law. So all these things, it could also be, it could not be, but whatever it is that how do you make up your mind as a Biafra? When they are making you to panic, how did you make up your mind? Do you make up your mind to stop at the time when they want to make you panic? No. If you stop, the Bible said, if your strength fail you in the days of battle, knowing that your strength is small. So you must make up your mind for the worst. Our mind is made up for the worst. That even if it warrant we going down lower on the earth, that we are ready to give what it takes to restore Biafra, to give what it takes to have a safe country where people can be treated equally, where the law will be supreme. So this thing, there is nothing we can exchange it with. So whether they delete the account of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming back again, he can also have the right to make even more than one account, more than one official account. So and when his account is being, when he make another account, another new account, when he open another new account, all will be here to advertise it. He cannot lose anything. We will be all here to advertise it, because we know the game. They are feeling like so many people, so many international communities has queued into that very Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So therefore, they want to make them to lose that contact, because this is just the way they are arranging their own battle. But we will also be more intense than these people. They want them to, the number of those people, international communities and people who have noticed at the page of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that always receive notification when he come online. They want to cut them off. They want to cut them off. So that is just the battle. But we should be more intense. We should be more intense. We also should get ready more. You know, the aircraft that is flying up, gravity, the law of, but there is a mechanism in that very plane, a determination in that plane to fly and break the law of gravity. So that is why it can fly. And despite any hour, minute that aircraft stand on the air, the law of gravity will keep on walking against that aircraft until that aircraft landed. The law of gravity will keep on forcing itself against that aircraft. But the mechanism in that very aircraft is determined to break that law of resistance, to break that law of gravity. So your level of determination towards the restoration of this Biafra is what will determine what will happen next. So it's not all about the attack. It's not all about the setback. It's not all about the obstacles. It's all about your determination to overcome, your determinations to overcome, to continue. You have a determination to remain formidable. That is what is important. So on this note, Mazi, I will just have to tell Biafran, we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to panic about. They distraught that account of our leader, but we will still fly again because we are ego. We will still swarm again on the air. For the Bible says that those that wait upon the Lord, they shall mount their wings like eagle. They will run and walk, and they will not be tired. There is no point where they can tire us or retire us. We are determined to take this battle to the end, and we cannot stop at nothing than restoration of Biafra. And that is what we are coming from. And they better get the message straight that what we are here to do is to restore Biafra. There's no amount of their obstacle that can put us off or can take us out of the way or retire us or even make us to weak. We are mounting wings like eagle. We are going to fly once again. The account of our leader will fly high again. In short, what they just did now, what they just did right now is to give us more energy, is to give us more strength, is to give us more tactics, is to make us to be more vibrant. So
and also
it is nothing to set us back.
Start creating alternatives, Mazi, because
yes, they are opening
70
they are
million
opening
people
our sense of creativity.
Yes, 70 million people can create a media platform for themselves. Mazi, I want to say thank you very much for being here. We've taken a lot of your time, but we want to apologize for that time, and the time is worth it. Thank you very much for being here. I want to say thank you to every Biafran. For those who commented, unfortunately, we didn't take calls, but we read some of your few comments. I want to say thank you for commenting. Thank you for being awake. It's 12 minutes past 3 a.m. here, and also the same in Biafra land. And many of our people are awake all over the world listening to this great message. Please help us share this program, tag your friends, and make it go around. Mazi Solomon, I have to let you go now. And you have delivered, you have done everything within your power to see that you did as you've always done exceptionally well, and it's a pleasure to have you. I want to say thank you to every Biafran around the world. Thank you for giving me your time. I will be seeing you soonest. We'll be coming back to you as usual in no distance time, and I pray that you will see us through in the name of Yahweh. I pray. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Mazi, is there something you want to say for the last time?
Yeah, I want to remind us last time when we discussed here, I told us that we can have body armor, which is called bulletproof. Please, if where you stay or where you live is intense, please look forward to have a body armor. Look forward to have protection over your head and over your body. It is allowed in the law of self-defense. So please, I keep reminding our people, don't be stupid. When you hear the gunshot, take cover, run inside, make sure you are protected, make sure you know what is happening before you put your head or before you drive through. Make sure that you are clear, you have very, very good knowledge of your environment, of where you are. Don't rush to come out and start videoing what is happening when you are hearing gunshot, because you could be victim. And if you have any possible means of protecting yourself, please make sure you do, because don't you ever expect Nigeria to be better from now henceforth. They can never be better. And don't you ever think that violence are being addressed. It can never be addressed because Fulanis are involved. They are naturally violent people. They cannot take that peaceful nature of you. They can only take it when they want to deceive you and then come after you when you have demonstrated weakness. So please, our people should take caution and make sure that they put themselves to safety all the time. When you hear gunshot, don't rush to start videoing what is happening and all that. Take cover first. Make sure that you run for safety first. Please, people should stop dying for their carelessness. Thank you so much. My name remains Solomon Peter. Until Mazepat will choose to bring me back into this program again, my name remains Solomon Peter. Bye. God bless you. And the
Thank you
support
very much, Mazi
ESN.
Solomon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. I want to say thank you very much, Mazi Solomon. To every Biafra, we want to say thank you for being here. I want to say have a nice morning because it's already morning and wonderful day. May God bless you all.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, fatherland, peace be our solemn pledge. Defending this shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened the free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed will pass. When we are poised, the wind of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score all might and wrong. Oh God, protect us from dying in pitfall. Guide all our movements lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed our humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless the Biafra.